got a score to settle with that son of a bitch.
Devil May Cry.
What's up guys, my name is RBG and we are back with more coverage on Devil May Cry 5. In the wake of TGS 2018, the Devil May Cry community has been getting a ton of news regarding DMC5, some of it good and some of it downright polarizing. Before we got the more positive news, we were sadly overwhelmed with the bad, and that's mainly in regards to the highly anticipated theme for DMC5's leading protagonist, Dante. We had recently got a snippet of what this song would entail at the end of Gamecom's trailer with Dante arriving at the scene with his new weapon, and I gotta admit I initially liked what I heard. I was hoping that this new song would get me even more hyped to play the game, but what I essentially got knocked the wind out of my hype sails. Over 24 hours ago, Capcom released a song titled Subhuman in the form of a music video on the official Devil May Cry YouTube channel, and to nobody's surprise it got an overwhelming amount of backlash. Fans were shocked with Capcom's decision of opting to go with black metal as opposed to the usual heavy metal we've come so accustomed to in Devil May Cry. While I do admit that deathcore in a video game with esoteric satanic themes sounds like a match made in heaven, there was a lot not to like about this theme, one being the vocals. The screaming performed by Suicide Silence's lead vocalist Eddie Mormita were downright ear-wrenching, and it felt like the lyrics were trying to be too hardcore. That seemed to be the main issue fans were having with it. The production value was very poor, with some noting that the vocals overpowered the actual music. Other listeners praised the instrumentals and stated that they'd rather listen to it without the vocals. And to that I have to agree, I have no issue with the actual beat itself. It sounds fitting for the title, but when you have obnoxious vocals that drowns out what makes the song good, it's hard to listen to. Thankfully there were talented fans who were able to somewhat remedy this issue by taking the vocals out. But before we listen to that, I want you to check out this original version. Now let's check out this instrumental version provided by YouTube user Mills. Now I hope I didn't make any of you guys click out of the video from undergoing that torture. Just wanted to give you a brief comparison. As you can see, it sounds a lot more tolerable, if not better, than the original counterpart. Extreme deathcore metal just doesn't fit with a series that's known for its highly stylized action. We don't want to be emotionally drained by the time we pick up a controller. We want to be pumped to kill hordes of demons. This is why Casey and Ali Edwards' song Devil Trigger has garnered generally positive praises since its inception. While it was met with a few detractors giving its more upbeat sound, fans were very happy with how well it correlates with the overall concept of DMC5's story. The song was so good, in fact, it became a tool of analysis, provoking fans to decipher some of the lyrics to reveal plot elements. And considering the fact that it's Nero's theme, I don't necessarily mind how it's different from the usual DMC sound. That's one of the problems I was having with Nero in DMC4, like there weren't any good themes that represented him as a character, as opposed to the awesome themes we got for Dante, Virgil, and even Lady in Devil May Cry 3. So Devil Trigger is definitely something that gives more flair to Nero. Since it's been uploaded to YouTube, Devil Trigger has gotten 11 million views on an unofficial DMC channel, and the music video has amassed close to 900,000 views. Funny enough, the likes to dislikes ratio is very positive compared to the official music video Subhuman. When I first watched the Subhuman music video, it had 1.5 thousand thumbs up and over 3,000 thumbs down. The reception was so overwhelmingly negative, the video was later removed. Instances like this serve as unequivocal proof that when a legion of fans scream loud enough, the bigwigs have no choice but to respond. While Capcom mainly gave their response in silence, the newly announced DMC producer Cody Matthew Johnson took to his Instagram to stress his frustration with the negative reception. He deleted his post about an hour later, but thankfully I was able to take a snapshot before it was taken down. He says, and I quote, "It's been a long time coming and the team has put a lot of hard work into this project, which I'll be posting a ton more info about over the next few weeks. And of course, my first internationally shipped and credited AAA video game would involve some of the most polarized fan bases on the internet, a beloved cult franchise, and deathcore. Don't be surprised by the hate mail filling my Twitter, YouTube comments, and depths of the internet. If people don't hate your art, you're doing something wrong. Happy to stir the pot. Now, I'm not gonna lie, that last bit comes off a little condescending, which is something you don't want to be towards the Devil May Cry community. I mean, I understand how frustrating it can be pouring all of your passion and energy into a project only to have it shat on by the masses, but going out of your way to say that the hate that your music has garnered means you're doing something right is downright arrogant. This seems to be a reoccurring issue when it comes to the community and the creators involved with these Devil May Cry games. It wasn't too long ago that the DMC reboot director went out of his way to slam fans' opinions who didn't agree with his portrayal of Dante, and here we are in 2018 undergoing something similar with DMC5's composer. A day prior to the song's announcement, Cody Johnson seemed to be very excited about revealing that he was in fact producing some of the musical scores for DMC5, but I guess he was surprised when this announcement got the reaction he wasn't expecting, and as I mentioned, it's totally understandable. Johnson has been on the rise, comprising music for series like Claws and PlayStation's exclusive web series Powers. Upon further digging, I found out that Devil May Cry 5 wasn't Johnson's first musical foray with Capcom. It was only just last year that he comprised songs for Capcom vs. Marvel Infinite, a title that's arguably the worst compared to earlier entries in the popular franchise. The visuals were lacking and the songs weren't memorable at all. Ironically enough, one of the most negatively received songs was Dante's theme, Devils Never Cry. It was basically a remix of the Devil May Cry 3 version, and the fans absolutely hated it. While we were fortunate to have Shooty HG returning to provide his vocals, fans weren't too pleased with the up-tempo cadence and compressed lyrics, and the dubstep practically neutered the original heavy metal sound. It was bad enough that the developers managed to ruin Dante's overall look, but allowing someone to butcher his song only added more fuel to the fire. So yeah, this isn't Cody's first time quote-unquote stirring the pot with fans of the beloved hack and slasher. This time around, his name just so happens to be at the forefront given how big DMC5 is. While I'm disappointed with how Dante's theme sounds, I still have hope. Since Capcom has decided to remove the song, I'm hoping that they'll rectify this issue by composing another one more suitable for Dante, whether it means getting the likes of Tetsuya Shibata and Shooty HG to make magic once again, or possibly drop the original vocals and get Shooty HG to put his own spin on it. These are just some of the ideas that I think will help Capcom get back into good graces with the fans. They were doing so well until they allowed this to happen. But anyways, I think I've rambled on long enough. I want to know your thoughts on Dante's theme. Do you think the song sounds better without the vocals? Or do you think Capcom would do better if they bring back some of the former composers? Let me know down in the comment section below. As always, I ask that you like or dislike the video. It doesn't have to be a thumbs up, it can be a thumbs down. Any feedback is good feedback and will only help me improve on future content. But if you enjoyed the video, it would help me out tremendously if you shared it on social media outlets with all your friends and followers. But anyways, this is your boy RBG signing out on another video. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.